Alright, I'm Christopher. I'll be your pilot today. I'm playing mono white and I got a good hand, so I'm going to keep it. And I'm on the play as well, which is advantageous. Looks like Delver, at least. Mono blue, possibly Delver Angler are the two decks that run that opening. So I'm going to offer the trade for the Soul Warden. See if he takes it. He very well might. And he's not gonna. And then I'll get the Squadron Hawk off while I can. Just so that it doesn't get countered and I get those additional 3. Squadron Hawks. And I'll gain a life. Alright. And it looks like it's mono blue. I mean, it could be blue black, but it's probably not. It's probably just mono blue. Delver. Yeah, it's most definitely the mono blue list. Okay, so we'll go with Doom Traveler first. And I'll gain a life. And then I'll go with the Evasion first. Air. By air. And then I'll swing through. Okay, so I'm gonna attack with everything, and then just oh no, I'm gonna attack with Doom Traveler and my flyer. And he's gonna block with Ninja. I could use Ramosian Rally, but I kind of want to save it, so I'm just gonna let Doom Traveler become a spirit. And I'll wait until the end of his turn to cast Raise the Alarm in case he's holding onto a counterspell, waiting to use it. And he got Preordain, so he'll play Preordain. Okay, so I'm going to play Raise the Alarm now and see if he'll use his counter on it. And if he does, then I'll use Ramosian Rally to take out both creatures. And he's gonna, so he fell into the trap. So we'll go to blocking, and then I'm gonna trade creatures with him. He's probably not too happy about that. And he's gonna play Gush. Alright, now I sort of curved out perfectly for Battle Screech, so I'm just gonna get that one going. And then pass turn. I think I bring in Order of Labure and then go wide with Raise the Alarm. And then just swing with everything. Because he's only going to be able to take out one flyer per turn. And he'll play another Spire Golem. And again, I think I just go wide with Raise the Alarm since I drew it. And since my order is the only creature that can take out Spire Golem, I'll just wait till I get the 5th plains. And he's gonna mana leak it. I guess that's okay. Means that he used his mana for that, so see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll deal him 5. It'll take him down to 8. That works out to make sense. So I'm just gonna do that. Oh, it'll take him down to 9. I'm gonna do that still though. That's pretty much my worst nightmare, another Spire Golem. And another Gush. Wow, he's filling up his hand. Hopefully he attacks. No, he's not gonna. Too smart for that. Okay, good. I got a Suture Priest. Well, I'm gonna play the Squadron Hawks out first so that he can use his counter magic for those. And then I'll drop Suture Priest Bomb on him. Good. So he fell for it again. And now I'll just drop Suture Priest. So hopefully he doesn't have a daze or something. Okay. And now I could attack, but it doesn't make too much sense to at this point. So I'm gonna hold off. Now I can just sort of wait with the Suture Priest and wait for the right pump spell to come through to get lethal. And another order. That helps a lot. Hopefully he won't counter it. But he might. I'm gonna go ahead and gain a life there. And if he was smart, he would have countered that, so he probably doesn't have a counter spell, so I can play safely, assuming that now at this part. points, so. Now I've got a little bit of leverage. I could probably chunk him down to, let's see, if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could deal him 2. I could potentially deal him 4, but then I would lose 3 creatures, so I don't think that's wise, so I'm gonna just hold off. And I think if I draw land, I just bring in Order of the Labir and swing with it. And he's going to lose health every time he brings in a creature, which is going to put me in better position, so. Okay, great. So now I can attack one of these. Okay. And I can just trade Spire Golem for Order of the Beer. And again, I don't think he has the counterspell, but I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to chip away at him for now. Let's see, what can I deal him? I can deal him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I can deal him 4. But with more confidence, I can attack with Order and then make him double block with Spire Golems again. So, do that. And that sort of chips away at his defenses. And if he again plays out more creatures, then Suture Priest will punish him. So sort of fine with me. Now I don't think he has the counterspell, but here's the thing. Even if he doesn't have the counterspell, even if he does, I can still flash it back. So that's fine. He countered it. I'm not going to pay for it. But now I get to flash it back. And I can flash it back with a couple of things. And then now I have close to lethal on board. Even with his blockers. I just have to swing twice, I think. And I gain life, so. Okay, so now I just play this, hope it resolves. If it does, that's the game, I think. Oh, deprived, okay. Either way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6. I can deal with 6 and then I can deal him another 3. So I'm not going to attack with Suture Priest because I think it could do more good not dying. But I'll deal him 5, and then that'll put him at 3. Okay, I guess dealing him 4. Cause snap. So he might choose to come in for some damage now. Wow, he is. So he must have another snap or something. Well, let's just see if this pump goes through. Alright. And we're on to game 2. So he's burning through his hands super quick. Really aggressive plays. Okay, so I'm glad he's tapped out and I drew that. That's pretty awesome. Suture Priest is amazing. So as you can see, it would be great if I had a few more creatures, but the ones I do have are gaining me tons of life, so that's good. I'll wait until next turn to do the combat trick. So, yeah, I'll wait until next turn to do the combat trick. I can afford to take the damage. He draws 2 cards, which is scary. But now he's out of a counterspell magic. Now I can swing through for some damage. Hopefully I top deck a 1-drop. Like a Doom Traveler would be ideal. Wow, and I drew it. Unbelievable. So now I can sort of do all the combat tricks I want to do next turn. I could do him on the offensive and deal him 12 right now, which might be the right call because then he can't really attack. And I think that might be the right call because I have Prismatic Strands in my hand. It's better than trying to remove his stuff. So I'm just gonna do Guardian's Pledge and then attack. And if he doesn't block with the Cloud of Fairies, because he wants to save the Cloud of Fairies, then I will cast the other one to deal him an additional 3. So I'll put him at 5, and then I can just wait him out with the Prismatic Strands. So he's sort of in a rock and a hard place right now because he can't really cast a creature because it'll deal him a damage. He's gonna do it anyway, I guess. So that puts him at 4. Now I'm just gonna go in and go in with everything but Suture Priest. And then I will cast Prismatic Strands. And he'll probably counter it, but then I can just flash it back. It's so unbelievably amazing. So he's at 3. He's sort of between a rock and a hard place right now. Yeah. So he's sort of between a rock and a hard place, because if he plays one creature, well, that was a creature to play if he was going to play any. So At last, the lock is over. Alright, thank you for joining me.